Like, how can you sit here and complain about, things that's going on in the game, but when somebody else says it, suddenly it's a problem? I will never understand that with a guy who does that. Like, he cares about,
man.
I'm just saying, I've never known a player on DCO that really cares about the numbers. Like, who cares about the numbers?
There's a very simple answer to the question that you're asking, and it's he has Meps's penis in his mouth at all times. I'm sorry. Can we say that on here? Are we allowed? I mean, is this that podcast?
Man. It's freedom of speech, bro. Freedom of speech.
All right, what we're gonna do today is all try to get banned at the same time.
We're gonna ban you for using that on the podcast. This is PG, sir.
This is PG. We're trying to be size the DC universe, but we're trying to like keep it like even, balance, and just put more on their side.
No. Yeah.
We definitely have a big problem with who's speaking on our behalf to the developers of the game. And you know what? I would like to know who elected the current community roundtable on behalf to speak for the people of DC. Was it the people of DC or was it the developers that appointed them? Because I don't remember voting for Brittany or SuperPatriopt to be speaking for me.
That's how they got it. They played rock,
I mean, did any of you guys vote for who was on the council?
Fuck out of here, no.
I mean, I don't remember there being a ballot box by the broker. I don't remember that.
I don't remember anything.
Like I said this to myself when I said in my previous video, the only reason why Brittany's up there is because she is a female. I'm not trying to, offend any other females that are watching the live podcast or that will, the episode itself that will be posted later on. But really, I just feel like whenever she's like another SuperPatriopt, but a girl version of SuperPatriopt, because they're both a bitch at the end of the day. You know what I mean? They go around and talking about, when we talk bad about the game or the truth about the game, they sit in there defending it. No, that's not true. This game is doing a lot better. It's so much fun. I just want to have fun, Oh my god. It's just like, Brittany, please, don't make me come over there and slap me my toothbrush, bitch. I will go ham on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fuck with me. You just because you're Korean don't mean shit, yo. I know some little kung fu too, right? You don't know me.
No, he did.
You don't like motherfuckers don't know me. I know kung fu too. But let me tell you something, man. I honestly think, these people don't, they say I don't do shit for the community. You're probably right. I probably didn't do shit for the community, because people look at me as a disrespectful ass person. But when I speak, and with the people that are speaking here today in the live podcast, is actually making a change, and actually people listen to our voices of what we're talking about on this fucking live podcast. You know what I mean? We are speaking on what's right.
Perfect example of that. I mean, when me and you was doing our thing on the villain side, what were we doing besides? I mean, we talking a lot of shit. And now, you're not doing anything for the community. I mean, how many open world wars that went on for 4 hours plus was going on in the PvP phase on the US server because of me and you?
Exactly. I actually started all that shit.
And there was people that were waiting every week out in the open world just for that war to start so that they had something fun to do.
Shit, it was practically every day, honestly.
Every day.
It got to that point, it really did.
I appreciate myself for doing that. I fucking appreciate that at the end of the day, because you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, man. A lot of people didn't believe there was such thing as wars, okay? There were never such things. People have done it in the past, of course. I'm not gonna say I was the first, but I was the first to make that shit poppin'. I was the fucking first. Hey guys, welcome to the live stream, by the way.
We had your wars, and then we had the firm raids. And every single time we did something like that, we would have so many people turn out for the event from the hero and villain side that you could not even fight. It was so laggy in the open world that basically people's PlayStations were shutting off. There were so many people out there doing shit. You would be getting disconnected.
It was fun. It was fun. It was really fun.
It was.
And then, people had, little beef, it was, how I look at DC Universe, my perspective for the community is a hero versus villain game. Not let's just sit in the fucking watchtower / Hall of Doom and replay instance all day and call it the DC Universe. Bam! You know what I mean? Like, that's so fucking corny. What up,
they don't listen to us. Remember that idea that I threw at Spittle? I think I threw it to him on Twitter, and I got a response, but nothing ever happened with it.
Wow, you actually.
And we had an idea. I did. It was oh, that's a great idea. Nothing's gonna happen, but thanks for your fucking idea. You know how they are, right? I'm not part of the roundtable, so it doesn't matter what I say. But we had an idea that every Saturday in PvP phase, they would take away the guards from the clubs and the police stations and allow villains and heroes to both access the Watchtower and Hall of Doom and nightclubs and police stations in PvP phase, where basically you couldn't hide anywhere in the game from the opposite faction. And I spit that to him. I got a response about a day later saying, great idea, and that was it, you know. And something like that would have made the game fun. You know, there's a few things that people have thrown at them to make the game enjoyable that they just shut down completely.
And by the way, guys,
and it's so easy to do that. I mean, all they have to do is remove the guards. And
hold up, Chick Daisy. Hold that idea real quick. By the way, guys, the people that are watching the live stream, you guys can actually answer questions. Episode 2 is in Lord God's Relevant. I didn't post mine due to the fact the audio got fucked up. So this is the first time we're doing episode 3 on the actual live stream. I know I'm in a different game, but this is the only way to do the live stream. I could play my game right now, but I'm focusing more on the podcast itself. So unless you guys want me to play a little bit of game as we're doing the podcast, I mean, it's up to you guys. But if you guys want to just answer questions, throw some questions, and I'll try to get them out the way to the people that's in the podcast. But
questions.
Yeah, but please throw some questions, you know. But my thing is this, though. You know, how dare she say that they're doing things for the community if people didn't realize that I made PvP pop it. I'm not saying I'm the best fucking player and undefeatable, you know what I mean? I get my ass kicked in there, too. You know, you have your moments. Everybody has their moments. Nobody's undefeated. But I did make PvP pop it. I did what people, every time I log on, yo, when is the war? When is the war? When is the fucking war, my dude?
Oh, yeah,
when we gonna kick some heroes? All the fucking time, while Brittany's just sitting there top of the LexCorp tower, chilling with Mess while he's invisible, spawning shit, be like, yeah, guys, it's a dress-up contest on live stream, guys. I'm gonna do a free giveaway. Like, I don't really do giveaways. That shit's fucking stupid, if anything. That's just asking for people to watch your shit. You're being desperate shit, in my opinion.
That's
all it is. And that's all it is
to it, man. I don't fucking do that bullshit. I don't do no giveaways. I'm sorry. You don't like me hearing that shit? You gonna subscribe to me, man. Honestly, I don't do no fucking giveaways. That's just garbage.
I mean, there was definitely an impact on the community from the villain side, from Godman and myself. Basically, you can go in the trade chat, LFG chat, and be like, War, Superman,
Zagon,
statue, 10
put
minutes.
your chat on
and
always.
you would have half of the fucking population show up.
Hold on, sorry to interrupt you guys. Zagon, fix your mic.
The other half would be in like PvP or PvE phase. The ones that was in PvP phase, they were out there, ready to go. Ready to swarm Fight Club, ready to swarm Little Bohemia. And it was a regular thing, man. So tell me, if you don't have impact in the community, how can you have the power to call out and within 10 minutes you have, you know, the server lagging because there's too many people? I just
you know, they don't update their fucking servers. You know what I mean? It's just like, what the fuck? What are they doing? Like, you know, they don't
Zagon,
upgrade
fix
the
your mic.
engine. Yeah, Zagon, fix your mic.
No one can hear you, Zagon. You have to turn your mic on always. Always, always. Go to settings and put your chat settings on always.
I'm not gonna hate on them too much though, but there's definitely some things that need to be brought up in the podcast today. And one of them is like, who voted for them to be on the community roundtable? Because it wasn't the community. I don't remember anybody in the community saying we want them to speak for us and give them this idea and break the game and, you know, tell them that it's all good. Every update is great. Fantastic. You know.
Fear for Life answered the question. He said, DCO, do you think if you put PvP back to how it was at the start, by that I mean no broken powers or weapons, it would be more enjoyable? My answer to that is yes, it will be more enjoyable.
100%. 100%.
Because look what the community is going. Look where it's headed to. Everybody's fucking quitting for what reason exactly? Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Now here's another thing. You know how SuperPatriopt likes to bring up numbers, right? Oh, this many people play PvE, so that's why they're focusing on that, and only this percent do this and that bullshit fucking stats, wherever he got that shit from. He's trying to give like numbers from Call of Duty on DC Universe, talking about 2 million people playing. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But listen, back in the day, before they did this G41 shit, before they fucking put synthetic mods in the game and all this bullshit, when skill points mattered and your gear mattered, who was paying? Who was paying for replay badges Who was paying for Legendary to run PvE content to get the feats in order to be better at PvP? The PvP player was running PvE content because skill points and feats mattered.
Exactly.
Now, that doesn't matter anymore. So of course the PvE community is, the PvE is gonna make us money, but the PvP players that have left the game were playing PvE. You lost a big chunk of your money from your replay badges and all of that because you fucked up the balance of the game by giving us equal stats to somebody that's level 12.
That's why they have all these random ass not half off, like 25%. No, 25% half off, sales and shit like that randomly because they know the gamers aren't doing shit. So that's why they gotta resort to that, man.
American Hero even said it, man. And he said, I used to run the content to get skill points because they mattered. Well,
who hasn't?
Everybody needs.
I got a question from one of the live streamers.
PvP, man, you had to get that shit.
I got a question from one of the live streamers. Sign to you. Toa K Vakas. He says, I have a question. What kind of developer has not listened to their community for over 3 years now? I played since 2012, and it was so amazing back then. Smashing time. So, what do you guys have to say about that? I'm sorry, if you guys want to answer that, I answer that one. I just, live stream asked the question.
The kind of developers, I think we know the answer to that. And it's the ones we got working on the game currently.
Scumbags! They're a bunch of scumbags, money whores,
you got people working on the game that don't even know the mechanics of the game. They don't play the game. And if they do play the game, they have to have a special trinket or a special piece of gear in order to live because they're terrible. And it's the truth.
Just hit one button, guys.
Just hit one button. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to just attack them, but this is the truth of it. There's videos out there of them not knowing how to do their own content. They don't even know what a block breaker is. The guy threw a block break, he's like, was that it? No, it's not it. I mean, come on, man. Like, really, dude, you're the main guy.
He didn't even know how to block break, man. Did you see his YouTube? Have you seen his YouTube lately? He doesn't even know how to post his own fucking intro of his own videos. Like,
I don't watch his. I'm not subscribed to any of that. I'm not subscribed to DC. I'm not subscribed to any of them. I don't watch any of their fucking videos. No,
garbage. Honestly, they're so fucking garbage. Like, how do you expect people to watch your YouTube? First of all, this goes for Spittle. How do you expect people to watch your stuff if you don't listen to the community, but you want us to listen to you and your page? You want us to watch your shit.
What he wants is money from us, from his DC community. This is what they're doing. They want the money from the DC community that knows he's the main guy to follow him on his YouTube while he plays fucking Evolve or whatever the fuck game he's posting, so he can make money off their views on some side shit on top of his fucking pay from Daybreak Games.
Basically, that's how I look at it.
And I'm not with it. I'm not going to support it until you start listening to the people that are in the community. Don't ask us to give you views and get you money on YouTube, period. I'm not going to do it.
Out of here. I totally agree with you. Internet high five on that one. Seriously, man. Spittle looks like he needs to go hit the gym and lose that fucking belly he got going on down there, you know what I mean? Motherfucker drinking too much beer with his fucking wife. Hey, honey, I had a great day at Daybreak today. What was that? Making money.
It's bad, man. It's bad, man. There's been a lot of YouTubers that brought up a lot of good points, man. Crappy Heels was one of them. He posted a video, and I invite everybody to go and check it out. Dudes like that speak real truths, man. And go, it's not looking good for them since they fucked up. When Meth did that to Orbit, he really caused a chain reaction of people just putting what they need to be putting out on YouTube about it. And that's what's happening.
Oh, speaking of episode 19, I agree with Madara Chia. They say so in episode 19, he's disappointed about, and then shit turns into a ton of lust. Now they're doing a ton of lust map. Like, honestly, these are not new concepts. Like I said in the episode 2 podcast somewhere, I believe so, it's like you're grabbing a fucking cloth medicine or whatever it is, NyQuil, and relabel it as ZQuil, but it's the same shit. Look at the new raid they dropped, right? Blackest Day. It's the same content we've already run. They even still have the same visual glitches where you see black fucking squares where the image hasn't loaded in there. They haven't even fixed that. They just copied, pasted the map, dropped in some, a couple new little things, and that's it. There you go. Exactly.
So, I mean, how do you not have resources to fix other issues in the game when you're copying and pasting content and just throwing that out? You have somebody on the side that can make changes that are needed.
They don't want to do that.
And if it's really that bad, I mean, just close the servers. God damn.
You know, I like DCO. Honestly, my honest opinion about this is I do not want to see that game go. I honestly enjoy DCO. Not for the simple fact is, you know, the community is shit overall because there's so many kids that just want to run their mouth. I mean, that's how it is. It's
well,
like
it
that
is now,
every game.
yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, it is now. Like, it's a lot worse than what it used to be. But I like it for the simple fact that it's an MMO action game. Well, I repeat, MMO action game, not an RPG. It's an action arcade style game, okay? Don't believe me? Google it. Do your research. It's an action game. The simple fact is why I like DCO, because it has a mechanic where you could just, you know, have different ways of killing your opponent, basically. Besides Vance mechanic. Vance mechanic just blew my fucking mind away. You know what I mean?
Dumbest fucking thing ever. Dumbest thing since Weapon Mastery.
Ever. Weapon Mastery, I wouldn't mind because it was a little more feeling to the combat. You know what I mean?
Yeah and no. I mean, it was the same kind of thing, man. It came out, it was too overpowered. They said you could use both, but you couldn't because one hit way harder than the other. You couldn't do a basic combo back then and hit for fucking the same as in Weapon Master. It's not even close.
That's still their fault. That's still their fault, though, because they could have balanced it. They could balance anything, bro. They could have. Like, my thing is...
But there were people that said, you know, this is not going to be good, don't do this. And then what do? They let it go live.
Hello, guys. Welcome to live.
Of course. The way it is, man.
Like, my thing is this.
They don't never listen, man.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't listen,
and you know, I agree with you.
Would be great if PvP
was fixed, if PvP was fixed, people wouldn't talk as much shit as they do now. Honestly, there's a lot more shit talker after GU41. Back in the days, there was not really a lot of shit talkers besides league versus league type shit. That's all you see. Now it's just like, oh yeah, bruh, better. And all these kids chilling 5v5 chats, they don't even have a fucking goddamn clue what the fuck they're doing or how they was back in the days.
Tell me if I'm wrong, man. Tell me if I'm wrong, man. But like all of these guys that are doing that currently were all the guys that were at Fight Club who would not queue, who would just hang out at Fight Club, get beat up all of the time. Like, I mean, get beat the fuck up all of the time. Until they balance the stats. They would not even queue. They wouldn't accept the scrimmage. They wouldn't keep 5s. They wouldn't keep 4s. They wouldn't keep 2s. They weren't even in the arena.
Alright, now I'm playing. My girl was playing. Now I'm playing.
And now all of a sudden they're on there. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. They fucking losers in real life. My honestly, niggas who chill 5v5 chat talk all day like, yeah, bro, yeah, it's nice and shit, man. Them niggas is fucking losers, man. No offense to one of my subscribers that are like that, but they're some fucking lame ass niggas, man. They just sit there and just talk shit over. You know what I mean? It's just a way to grab attention, you know? Niggas was not like that back then, you know what I mean? None of them was like that, you know what I mean? It was more of a competition.
It's always been bad, but it was not ever anywhere near the level.
Bad.
Not anywhere near the level.
This shit now. This shit's terrible now. And PvE is terrible too. PvE is broken actually, believe it or not. It's not even challenging. The last good PvE map, I would say the DLC was Origin Crisis. After Origin Crisis, shit went down the hill. Shit went down the hill completely.
Whoever thought that going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 was a good idea for the game as far as people enjoying it skill-based wise? Whoever thought that was a good idea? Oh, well, I mean, yeah, you're right. People that couldn't clip, people that couldn't, you know, get with the program, that couldn't come up with their own custom loadouts. I mean, do you guys remember custom loadouts? Does anybody even remember that shit?
Miss those days.
You know, where you can have a power and you can have like 10 different loadouts depending on how you wanted to play it.
I had my loadout when I fucked up that Hidden Fighter kid. You don't know, that Hidden Fighter kid, I know the people on the Villa side know who that kid is. That kid saw so much shit. You know how dirty it is to that kid for his whole league name? That league disbanded after I destroyed him because I had my own custom mental loadout. There was none of that fucking max damage mod. That was the biggest mistake that they bought with that max damage mod. I didn't understand the purpose of that. Max damage mod. There was no, like, you know, Weapon Master is acceptable for me, but, you know, it was just, I just couldn't fucking understand the whole, you know, like max damage, let's just make everybody equal shit. No, if we worked our way up and we got into PvP and PvE, so to other players, they can't stand the mechanics, have other people within the community to help those players. That's why we're there for. Not for you guys to fucking cater these stupid ass kids that can't understand the game. They can't understand the game. Oh fucking well. The game's not for everybody. You know what I mean? I don't think this is a simple ass game. It really is a simple ass game. That's why I understand why they made DCUO for dummies. I don't know why they made.
They did make it for dummies, man. They really did.
I really don't get it. I feel like that's the biggest mistake. The biggest mistake.
Shit is for dummies and people still don't know what the fuck they're doing.
That's the thing, man. You can, even with it being for dummies, you can still tell who the veteran players are that are still here, because they're gonna do a lot better than the newer players, just for the fact that they know the game. But it's still, anybody can get through content now. Like back in the day, you were not getting through the content if you were not good. Period. Now anybody can get through the content, man.
But people don't respect the mechanics either of the game, man. People don't respect the mechanics, you know, like they think you can just go in there and just bulldoze everything, and then, you know, that's it. They don't, you know, realize, like, for instance, with HH, nobody pays attention to Stomper. That bitch just be running around all day, and now the bitch is even worse than she used to be, so now she's really all over the place, and nobody watches out for her, so she ends up wiping, like, a whole group, like, easily. And, you know, it's just kind of, you know, gets annoying after a while, because everybody wants to stay in the same spot and do the same shit, because they too busy worried about the scoreboard instead of trying to, you know, get through the game.
Remember this glitch, Carol Ferris, where even if you blocked and she did her little move, she would one-shot the whole group? Remember when that was broken?
Yeah.
How long were people yelling that this is broken, this needs to be addressed, and nothing was done about it, until Spittle actually jumped on and played it and was like, oh man, there's a problem here. Oh fuck, and then it got fixed.
Think of when Ulan Island was fucked up, man. When you know, when all the ads was invisible, and you had to go through Ulan Island like that, man. It just takes them so long to get something fixed.
And it just goes to show, if they actually played the game and knew the mechanics and knew what was going on, the game would be in a lot better state than it is now, because they would know what the fuck is going on.
I totally agree with you on that, 100%, bro.
And they had a guy that was actually trying, and then they fired him. So, like, great move on that. Now we're left with what?
They even find a guy that deals with PvP. So another good move from that. They just keep making these good moves, and look where the game is going. I just feel like
if you don't know the game, you don't make changes to it. That's as simple as that.
Let me tell you something. Spittle is a shitty leader. When it comes to leading these developers into how to make this game better, he's a shitty ass fucking leader. Well, the reason why I say that,
does he even still work on DC? Is he even still working on it? I think he doesn't even fucking work on it anymore.
No, he's promoted. He got promoted to higher than Daybreak now. Like, he works on it, but not like, he don't focus on that. He focuses on all the other games. So they ranked his ass up. And my honest opinion, those who fucking play Daybreak games, don't even touch Daybreak games, period. I recommend you not to.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend that shit.
Just a lot of us are still there just because we have too many fucking in there. You know, too much invested already. They ain't getting any more, though.
You know what? This is what I'm getting. He got promoted to the Daybreak fucking rank itself, but he don't play any Daybreak games.
Well, as far as him calling himself a professional game developer, you cannot call yourself. Listen, I'm not gonna hate, but you cannot call yourself a professional game developer if every piece of information the community hands you that you are not liking, or because it's, oh, you're saying I messed up, you brush it off, you ban them. You can't do that. If you're getting constructive criticism from the community, listen to it. Be a professional and address the issues and make it a better fucking community.
Thank you. I said that in the first episode.
That's it. It's simple, man. It's very simple. Listen to the people that play the fucking game, man.
Get in there. Fucking fat ass motherfucker looking like fucking. He looking like the ugly ass dude from the shit from the Goonies and shit. Hey, you guys!
The Goonies.
Fuck out of here, man. Dude is on. Yo, honestly, I feel like Spittle sniffed crack, bro. You can tell his hair is all fucked up. Like, you don't be jealous there, bro. Like, dude just like, you know, he
cracking hair don't cost money, man.
Oh, it's too much money, guys. It's too much money to put gel in my hair, you know? He just come in on the fucking Friday Night Legends episode looking like a mess, you know what I mean? Like, dude, go try to look like a professional game developer. Look like you're professional. Don't come in there with your fucking t-shirt with a yellow stain. Just come in there and be like, hey guys, welcome to the Friday Night Legend. New power ammunition. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Well, what I want to know is, like, I mean, we're playing DC, right? We're playing DC Universe, right? I'm pretty sure there's more characters in DC than Wonder Woman and fucking Green Lantern and fucking a million Lantern DLCs. And I mean, yo, we got the Riddler. sitting down there, just hanging out for like the last fucking 5 years, not doing anything. You know, what's up with Two-Face? What's up with the Joker? Can we get some more of that? Can we get some more of that?
Yeah,
I mean,
Joker died out, man.
I mean, but yo, the last how many DLCs have been Lanterns and Wonder Woman and Lanterns and Wonder Woman? And just copy and paste it, hey man. Like, I'm tired of that. Come on, give us some new fucking maps. Give us something.
Leave it challenge. Bring back the T5 days. You know what I mean? Bring back PvP. Bring back the challenge of the game. The real aspect of this, yo. Don't keep making these changes for these fucking morons. They can't understand it fucking well. I couldn't stand it. The powers really overpower, like Rage, for example. Rage and Harley has always been overpowered. That's something to complain about because
when they came out with the AMs for that shit, sorry to cut you off, but when they came out with the AMs for Hardlight, that was the end of it. That was the fucking end of it. And then with Rage, if you go into any 2v2, and you know me, I'm the type of PvPer. I like it the old school way. I like to not cheese. I like to fight properly. And you know what I mean? And you got a lot of people that'll come in there. And if you got 2 Rage guys that are spamming on the other team, there's no way that a legitimate player is gonna fucking win, period. Period. It's not gonna happen. It's just so broken.
If you knock one of them out, man, to be honest.
That's the thing. And you know what, man? It's just so broken. Even the blues. I mean, you catch blues and sometimes you don't even catch the blues. Like, you still get hit with a combo for 18k. Like, what?
I wish they would get rid of them blues, man. I hate them fucking blues.
Yeah, the blues are the dumbest idea. No, don't get rid of it. I need this. Fucking corny. Like, I would like to get back and still knock that dude out.
Well, I mean, who remembers when they weren't in the game? There's a lot of people that are yelling about PvP that don't even remember when they weren't in the game.
Exactly. You know what? I don't think blues is what kept PvP unbalanced too, as well. Believe it or not.
But you know what? Be honest. If you're good enough that you can catch a fucking blue, like if you get the counter and you catch a blue for what is it, like 3 seconds of no damage or whatever, immunity.
Right.
Whatever. You know what? If they want to fucking keep that, they did that. That was their GU41 back in the day. And, you know, the new people can catch a blue and not get fucked up right away, even though they're gonna get fucked up as soon as it wears off. That's what Legends was for. That's why we had Legends. Go get your gear. Da. We all did it. You know, even the mods, man. I don't like that they have synthetic mods in the game right now. What the fuck is that?
That killed the point.
Everybody that went out and farmed for hours to mod their fucking PvP gear, and now you can just go slap a fucking synthetic mod in it. You know, how many millions of dollars do people here waste on mods because they wanted to get back in the arena quick? You know, there's a lot of things they've done that have just slapped the players in the face. That's why all the veterans are gone.
A lot of people have seen this game going down. No, a lot of people seen that going. They seen that coming along by a long shot. You know what I mean? They all left a while. I stood there in that game as long as I can to try, you know, get the developers' attention. You know, I understand I was disrespectful and I wasn't professional on my end, but sometimes, you know, what I don't get about SuperPatriopt. Let's go back at that dude real quick, all right? He keeps saying, oh, you know, if you be nice to developers, they would listen to you.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit,
man.
Maybe if you are nice to the developers, they'll listen to you, but not us. Never us.
Yeah. And you know, and if you say the game is broken, we're automatically trolled. Did he not state that somewhere in his video on his little woodshed episode?
Yep.
Come on, man. That makes no fucking sense. You're a bully for mentioning the game.
We're not going to tolerate bullying on this universe, on this planet. It's not acceptable, King.
They always talk about bullying, but they be the main ones bullying somebody, man.
Well, that's the thing, man. You trying to tell somebody what they can and can't share, or else they're going to get penalized for it. That's, you know what, Maps, give me your fucking lunch money. How's that? You want some bullying right there?
Fuck out of here,
goddamn. I mean, I even made a video, not even coming at him, calling him an idiot or nothing. I just tried to break everything he said down, and he got a little hissy fit about that. I mean, if he got a hissy fit about my comment, and I ain't throwing out one insult, I don't even think I even cursed in that video. Maybe
you gotta Zargon. You have to go to your chat and put always allow. We can't hear you, Zargon. You have to go to party settings and turn on always allow.
There's a lot of videos out there right now that have a lot of good points.
I can't hear him through my stream, but through the stream, we can't hear him in the stream.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, you have to go to party chat settings and turn on always allow.
Hold on.
I can hear Trick Daisy, I can hear Godman, but I cannot hear you, Zargon. That's what I was saying.
I hear my live stream right now, actually, believe it or not. I hear my live stream.
Oh, she said she can hear? Okay, cool. Alright, cool. Don't worry, guys, I'm here. I just haven't seen an opportunity yet for me to jump in, but you guys talking about SuperPatriopt. And it's Super Patriot now, so I'm gonna jump in. You know what I'm saying? No, keep on going.
No, you good. I just
want. The problem with them, the big problem with Super Patriot and Brittany is that they give the thumbs up for things, and then they're like, well, we never said we wanted that. Well, yeah, you did. You said, oh, I can't wait for the game update. I can't wait for this and that. But then it comes out and everybody in the community says, what the fuck? And then you guys are switching it up, saying, oh, well, I never really wanted that, or it's not how it goes, man. And I'm tired of this. I don't know exactly who's on it, but I know it's a very small roundtable of people that are speaking up for the changes in this game. And I don't remember voting for any of them to speak on my behalf.
I damn sure didn't.
I think they were hand-selected by the developers.
Why?
To agree with everything that they're going to put out, whether it's good or bad. And that's our fucking community roundtable. You can't call it a community roundtable if we didn't put the people there ourselves.
That's true. They weren't elected.
They're a bunch of fucking yes men. That's what it is, man. They're yes men.
Bunch of yes men.
I think that. I really think that. I'm not blaming them for everything because the developers at the end of the day are the ones that click the buttons and type the codes in. But they got part to do with it, and I really think that whoever is currently sitting at that roundtable needs to be swapped out. I think there should be some calls made by the community to see who we want speaking on our behalf.
Voting system, ladies and gentlemen, that is the solution for everything. They should have a voting system. When it comes to change, everybody should have a like and dislike button within the voting system.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I got some people I would put there that I know the game, even though they might be an asshole or they might, you might not like them, whatever. There's some people that I know in the game personally that I would definitely put there that know the fucking game, that have been there since the fucking start. They play the game daily, and they know what the fuck is going on, what's good, what's bad, what'll fucking, ruin the community, which is basically what the current roundtable's been doing. No, of course not, because it'll be in there, and they'll have to fix shit. Why would they do that?
That for one, and they're not gonna put those people in their favoritism circle, so that's another reason that it's not gonna happen.
Favoritism,
that's a lot of where the game fucked up. That was favoritism.
I just think Meps want to just get some, poo-tang on for the Brittany. You know what I mean? Hey, Brittany, why don't you come over here real quick? We'll give you a little quick update. Fuck out of here, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just getting tired, and then Brittany, this is how I know. Let me tell you something. This is how I know that they lie. Super Patriot does lie, and so does Brittany. This is how I know. Because when we talk about the truth, where they're going right now, sitting on the YouTube page all fucking day arguing with us, slash at the community itself. Want to know why? Because the way how you react proves that we're right. Look at your reactions, for example. Look how many paragraphs you guys typed in everybody else's YouTube page. Fuckily, simply fucking split-second, I would say.
What I want to know is if you're not getting paid, and if you don't agree with a lot of the stuff that they're doing right now, like Super Patriot claims, why are you on so many people's YouTube comment boxes acting like we're coming at you personally, like you're the owner of the game or something like that?
That's because he wants the attention. He wants the attention, man.
Not just the attention, but
he wants the attention.
He always defending these fucking developers. He always has the shit like, no, you are wrong. You can't do this to them, for I am Super Patriot. These colors don't fly. Man, shut your fat ass up. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? I'll come over there and smack you with my dick, bro. The fuck, you ain't even colors these flies, bro. You got no colors if you don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro.
Oh my god, I wish he would change his fucking name, yo. Good god.
Seriously.
You make me not even want to be a Patriots fan, yo, just with that fucking name. That shit hurts my fucking soul, yo. It really does, man.
It's crazy, bro. The dude's actually crazy, and then, like, he's driving a car making an episode. Maybe I should do more of these episodes. You know what I mean? Like, dude looks like a fucking hot mess. Like, he don't shower and shit. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
But how can anybody in their right mind sit through that podcast, man? I tried to sit there and listen to it just to check it out, man. Oh my god, they were talking about nothing. They were sitting there talking about fucking farting powers and gassed up moves and shit like that, and they thought the shit was hilarious. I'm like, yo, this shit is not even funny. And the only reason I checked that shit out, shout out to Aiden Warren, is because he told me that I was mentioned, me and Melvin was mentioned on the podcast, but when they put it up, they said stuff was edited out. So, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're gonna say something, I mean, at least be a man about it, say the person's name. Don't hand me that, I don't want to advertise this person and everybody knows who I'm talking about. Nah, fuck that. You gonna call somebody out, you call them out, you address them like a man. You don't do no bitch shit like that.
Well, Super Patriot's not a man. We know that. Super Patriot sits when he pees. He's not a man. That's the thing about Super Patriot. He's not a man.
I don't give a fuck if you gotta sit when you pee. I'm just saying, man. I blatantly put his name in.
Speaking of him, right? We invited him. Whoever's listening, whoever's watching, we invited Super Patriot. Hopefully, I'm not too loud to join the podcast and say something in his defense. Okay? He wouldn't join. And I don't blame him because we know he's a liar. I've proved him to be a liar. Many people in the community have proven him to be a liar, right? We've proven favoritism. We've proven the lies and we've proven the favoritism. And all you have to do is come to the chat, come to the podcast, and speak his piece. We weren't going to argue with him. We weren't going to yell at him. We weren't going to be disrespectful. We actually wanted to hear what he had to say.
I would actually let him talk. I would actually sit there and let him talk and hear what he got to say.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing with him, man. I asked him in 5v5 chat, out in the open, and people saw this, to come to a personal chat because I was doing a video at the time. Well, I was gonna do. I didn't do the video because it was to me it became pointless. But basically, for somebody like him that claims to do so much for the community and be involved in PvP, and I'm the best.
Don't even be in the watchtower.
Well, we know. But I invited him to come to a personal chat in 5v5. I said, yo, join the chat. And I was doing a video. I wanted to get every known good PvP player opinion on the current state of the game and what they would like to see implemented, without making fun of what they wanted or anything like that, criticizing what they wanted, but just so that they had their input. And then I was gonna post a link to the video on DC Twitter page.
I should have done that.
He didn't come up. He said basically what he said was, I don't join personal chats, and I told him, I was like, I just want your opinion on PvP. If you want opinions on PvP, say some shit in the forums. And it was like, man, to me, you just don't speak like you're helping the community when you won't even fucking interact with community properly.
Exactly. Honestly, I interact with the community. Everybody else interact with the community. Brittany just be hiding behind these fucking cotbot motherfuckers in the goddamn her little home base or league base.
And Brittany, who is she to speak on PvP? If you watch, her old PvP videos, that I don't know if she still has them, but I've seen a couple from before. When you're off in left field and you're throwing heals and kiting, and you're not even anywhere near the fight, yes, you're a kiting healer, but I mean, what are you really doing? You really have no say in PvP when you're not even going after a tank and debuffing them or doing, I've seen a lot of videos where it's just like, hey, here's heals guys, and you're off in left field. Like, come on.
But sitting there dunking. I'll never understand.
Well, I mean, how could somebody like that has all of these skill points be in favor of GU41?
Exactly.
How does that benefit you as a player, or do you think that would benefit any of your friends?
We didn't see that fucking shitney until update 41. I never heard of shitney. Okay? I never heard of that fat fucking panda bear until update 41. That's all I fucking know. That bitch didn't exist until update 41. Alright? I think they made the update for that fat slut board to just play PvP. That's what I think. Anyways, I'm out of here.
SuperPatriopt claims he's done so much for the community as far as PvP tournaments, and that they did the Friday Night Legends, and they do it they have their little tournaments. But here's the thing, man. A lot of people in the game do their own PvP tournaments. They'll yell it out. Doing a tournament out here, $50 PSN card. Sign up. We're doing it this day. There's been a lot of that within the community that has nothing to do with DC Universe developers, Friday Night Legends, or SuperPatriopt, or the Roundtable. Players in the game are doing this amongst themselves because it's fun. So when he speaks about his tournaments and how he's done so much for PvP, you're not doing anything that the people aren't already doing for themselves, except becoming part of the fucking problem.
The major problem.
I don't want to hear how you wanted to get rid of this and wanted to get rid of that. I mean, if you really wanted it to happen, you're one of the main voices, the shit would fucking happen. And it's just, if it's not happening, remove yourself from the fucking roundtable because you're not being heard. There's no point in being there. Stop promoting the game.
He would even make a video about it as much as he loved being on YouTube. So.
Black Ops 3 is good. Mortal Kombat 10 is good as well, so it's up to you to decide, my friend. Madara.
You know what's good about our podcast is nobody here gives a fuck about making money on YouTube. So we're gonna say what the fuck needs to be said, man. And we don't care about getting paid.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I would love to make money for YouTube, and I think I am.
That'd be great. You're not gonna make any on DC Universe.
No, definitely not DC Universe. But at the same time, I will still be real my subscribers, my fans. I will still be real. I will not lie to these people. You know what I mean? I will know what's good and not good, what beneficial or not beneficial. My subscribers want me to sit there and we should make guide videos for the buzz. I would love to do that. Trust me, I don't have a problem helping the community of making guide videos, whatever. But you know how many people are doing that in other people's YouTube pages? What the difference? It's the same shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, God, man, you gotta watch what you say, man. They're gonna take you off of the, you know, the live servers before they come out with shit. You gotta chill out. Fuck, calm down.
I really gotta calm down there. I'm sorry, that's trying to.
Bullying is not acceptable on this planet.
Let's just try to keep it professional and you know, let's like the community. Let them know that everything's okay with DC Universe. Yeah, let's just let them know. Everything's okay, guys. This podcast is bullshit. Psych. Like, come on now, like.
No, we don't lie. There's no real men don't lie. We don't lie. That's it.
We talk a lot of shit, but you know what? At the end of the day, we all want the same thing, man. Whether we're gonna come at you impolitically correct, or you know, do it professionally like some of the other guys are doing it. At the end of the day, we all want the same fucking thing, and it's just not getting done, man.
And for the PvEers, honestly, I don't mind PvE in that game. I'm full PvE, man.
PvE used to take skills. And they fucking took that away, so how the fuck?
It had a meaning to me. These advanced mechanics killed the game and made it easy for these fucking idiots. Honestly,
it's not even.
Cried so much in the forum.
To me, honestly, it's not even the advanced mechanic. Like, it's just the fact that I can't have a custom loadout with the advanced mechanic. Like, everyone has the same moves. And everyone's pretty much the same power. That's the shit that bothers me.
They've taken away the skill for trolls, man. You don't have to be good at trolling anymore.
Pretty awesome.
Oh my god, we didn't even go talk about trolling. Good god.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need a troll when I'm running my loadout nowadays, and there's only 2 loadouts on every power you can run. You know, it's this one or that one. There you go. You know, get a power soaking, guys. You're gonna love it.
Free play matches, guys. Fuck, man. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, this is tiring. You know, everybody's tired. Everybody's seen this whole, you know, scheme. And the people that still play the game, they probably don't give a fuck because it's just an addiction. Talking. Oh, you know, this is fun, you know, you know, new episode, yeah. You know, like I said, replay matches, power tokens, this and that. You know, and for the people that say I didn't do anything for the community, I'm just a negative type of guy. You don't know shit what I did for the PvP community, honestly. You don't know what I did.
A lot of funny events, man. A lot of funny events out there.
They just sit in the fucking watchtower all day, man. That's all they do is sit in the watchtower.
SuperPatriopt showed up to when we did the fucking Gotham Arkham Asylum Fight Club in PvE phase where there was no ganking at all.
And he showed up out there. I did, and the guys that are with me.
We set the tournament up. Me, you, Jelly Belly Zeus, Canny. We set up that tournament. We set up that tournament. Yeah, how many people turned out for that tournament, man? We yelled for one. That day we yelled, yo, we're having a tournament, and how many people showed up, man? We had a fucking all-day tournament.
So many. Fucking the point where it got laggy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what the fuck SuperPatriots people do? We're the one who's trying to promote PvP. We was the one who's trying to set up the tournaments. Not you motherfuckers. You motherfuckers are busy with your time writing comments going against us. Just because we can't speak our mind out what's right and wrong. But that's okay for you guys to speak what's right and wrong, huh? What a joke, man.
And they have the audacity to ask for you to donate to them and fucking watch their YouTube so they can make side money. The fuck, are you fucking kidding me, son?
Yeah, seriously. Go eat another bag of Doritos, you fat ass.
The mechanics.
Nah, that shit's funny. That's what they want too. They want you to support the people who can't display their skills in PvP, who barely upload PvE, who need help from the developers to get through raids, who need help from the developers to get through survival mode. What skill is that?
Exactly.
That's not skill. That's not no talent. Who did you beat, SuperPatriopt? Show me your record, because I have mine. Yeah. Who did you beat, you fat fucking panda bear? Show me your record, because I got mine. Right? Who are these people? Who's Meps? Meps, you're a new guy. You came in 2013, 2012. You weren't in the beta like I was. No, you weren't. You don't have your beta key. Meps, do you own a hard copy of the game? No, you do not. So who the fuck are you? You know? You just...
Call Sony. Get your refund.
Call Sony. Get your refund.
Oh, shit, man. I'm just fucking done in my end, yo. That's why I don't play that shitty ass game anymore. That game became complete shit. That game became fucking DC Universe for Dummies online, bro. That's what that shit became in my eyes, bro. Shit is corny as fuck, man. Some niggas.
Yo, one thing I just wanted to get across to these people right now is that, yo, and you know who said it really good, man? And I appreciate them for doing the video they did after what happened with Orbit and
Obsidian.
Obsidian. You know what? Shout out to Toronto. Obsidian Chill. You know what I mean? But yo, Valken and God's Disciple, they put out a video and you know, they didn't really come at it like we are, but I appreciate the fact that they're letting them know, you know, we are your only promotion. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I just jumped onto the EU server for the first time 2 days ago. Okay. I have a small channel. I stopped posting DC right when I was blowing up because I quit because it was bullshit, man. The fucking PvP made me quit for 5 months. But even having only like 300 subscribers, I go to the EU server and I yelled out in PvP chat, and I had tells coming at me from people who knew who I was because of my DC videos. Now, it doesn't matter if you have 100 subscribers or you have 60,000 subscribers.
Everybody's watching.
Every single person that posts your content is promoting you. You should probably start listening to the community because your only promotion, one at a time, is stopping. Godman is going to be stopping. I know I've been stopped. Orbit is not. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be posting. I haven't even seen him log in. Yeah, Black Ops 3 is looking real nice in his future right now, and you know that's just the way it is, man. They're really fucking up. They really need to get on top of things. Make it good again, or it's done.
Yeah,
man.
you know, like I mentioned on the first podcast, it's like RuneScape. You know, some guys in this podcast don't know what the fuck RuneScape is, but I personally do. You know what I mean?
What the fuck is that, God, man? What the fuck are you even talking about?
No shit, man. We used to work on cars and shit in those days. Fuck up. Anyways, my thing is, RuneScape had its downside as well, where there was a place called Wilderness where you kill players, you take their fucking gear, like literally you take their armor and shit, and you leave them broke. You take whatever they got in the inventory, their whole shit, you take it to the bank and you make money, like 100K off of it or more. You make money. PvP was a fucking great way to make money, honestly, on that game. And guess what they did on a bullshit update without anybody's approval? They removed Wilderness, where you can't kill players anymore. You can't fight nobody anymore. PvP was out of the game. And everybody had a protest. And guess what happened when they protested? Everybody quit. RuneScape became a downhill. RuneScape is repeating the history of DC Universe as we speak. So if they don't fucking do something about it, the game will just be a new generation with just a bunch of kids. Or honestly, it would just be dead. RuneScape was dying, but a lot of more kids decided to come in that game. But DC is not like that.
You know what, man? I really wouldn't give a flying fuck if they would wipe this game out and take it back to beta and make everybody start again. As long as they brought back the old mechanics and old style of gameplay, I would play this game. A lot of people would come back and rebuild and play it the way it needs to be played, not how it is now. I would. I really wish they would just rip it down to beta and start again. But they won't, because that'll take time. You know,
it's just
things like that that they don't like.
It's just dumb, stupid. It's just stupid, bro. Like, I'm just tired of the whole same old. Yeah, and they don't even do, like I said, they don't even do Friday Night Legends anymore.
Well, why would they? I mean, who gives a fuck? Really? Yeah. Who am I gonna sit there and watch it? Oh, look, we're gonna do this. Look, everybody's using advanced mechanics in the same loadout, in the same power. Yeah, fuck am I gonna watch that for?
Same loadout. I hate that shit. That's one of the reasons why I don't DPS, because it's just not.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's doing the same shit. And you know,
I used to be always a primary DPS back in the day as nature, my #1 power. And you know what? I could go there, I could check out a couple of people running nature loadouts on YouTube, and you know, Crappy Heels is running one thing. I'm running a different thing. This guy over here, First Poison, he's running something different. And the list goes on and on. You know, different PvP loadouts, different PvE loadouts. And everybody had a way of doing it, and you could see, you know, the variety that was out there. And it was thriving, and then they just fucking, whatever reason, just thought, you know, let's do this and just fucking ruin it. I don't know why. I really don't.
That's why you don't see
well, now the community's approval. This is why we need a voting system.
Well, we wanted the new gear for PvP, remember that? And the only problem that we had was the max damage and the one-shot counters, where if you block broke or you got blocked on, it was a one-shot. That was the problem. But other than that, it was good. And then they came out with GU40 and GU41. And nobody asked for all of that. All we wanted was the one-shots to go away from the counters and remove max damage. That's it. That's all we wanted.
Let me tell you something, all right? And I'm agreeing with people in the comments that are, that's commenting in the live stream. Let me tell you something, all right? Actually, for my theory is this, okay? And you guys agree with me on this or debate on it? Doesn't matter. When G41 did drop, I personally believe it was balanced to a certain period of time. What I mean by being balanced, I believe because there was no such thing as advanced mechanics. What Mastery was, the gear itself was able to handle Weapon Mastery. That's how I know it was balanced, and the skill points didn't matter when G41 dropped. But when they did the first advanced mechanic for Hardlight, because Gadget's already had its own mechanics, advanced mechanics. Gadget started the one shot, then that's when Hardlight started to do its, you know, one shot.
The hand clap chainsaw.
The hand clap chainsaw, everything.
That was the beginning of it.
And you know what? they started doing that, but they said that people was complaining about how weapon mastery was overpowered, which I personally, as a PvPer, did not understand how the fuck weapon mastery was overpowered in PvP, where it was able to handle the gear itself.
It was to a point. It was because if you got two weapon masteries off, somebody was dead. Where if you look at old PvP videos, you know, like the one that Melvin had posted, back in the day, you had to fight somebody for a fucking long time to get a kill, and you had a chance to get a lot of counters, you know, take a lot of fucking interrupts, and that was real PvP. You know the 4-tap with the one-hand is critting for what, 20k, sometimes 25k now in arenas. Back in the day, if you got a crit of 500, you were OP. You were OP, and I mean, it was good because you can go into a 5s match, and in 15 minutes nobody would die. You know, those are real fucking hardcore matches, and it took a while to get a kill, and you had to be skilled at it. And now it's VC for dummies, man. You can one-shot because of the weapon and power you're using. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's sad, all there is to it.
It's really sad this game going to, and they think that we're all fucking idiots. They're just not realizing that. You know, you know, nobody complained about weapon mastery. I don't know who in the forums complained about it. Where did I see that? Honestly, we didn't.
I mean, they shouldn't have brought it in to begin with, man. They really shouldn't have just brought it in. But I mean, while it was here.
Man, the thing is, right, this is the problem. Now, I made 20 different accounts on the forum, okay? And this is the idea I had. I said make different game modes. They said it would break the community. They banned my 20 different accounts. As you guys know, I went to my father's house, my mother's house, my cousins, my libraries, different libraries. Sorry, sweetheart. Different libraries, and they banned the accounts. They really wanted this clamping thing to come through. When I already said to them, and a lot of people said to them, it wouldn't work. And what they said is that it would split. This is their response. Because I know SuperPatriopt is one of those moderators in Britain, even though they act like they're not. Their response was it would divide the community. Well, this is what I say to you, to you moderators that moderated my 20 accounts. Is the community divided now? Yes, it is. So if you had added a game mode, which every other game has options, just like when you go buy a car, for example, right? You want the car with the most options, or the one that you can afford, of course, with the most options, right? People love options. When you take away the people's options, they opt to go find somebody else. They're subjugated to go find someone who's given more options. That's what happened. You can't make a game and say, we're just gonna, you guys are all going to be forced, like they used to do the tournaments, and force everybody to fight the tournaments with their rules. No, you can't do that. You can't force them to play the way to favor your friends. You can't force them the style that favors your friends. No, that's not the style we're used to playing. The game would have been fine with several different game modes. I have to move the microphone way too close. The game would have been fine with several different game modes. You could have brought the clamping. You could have kept the death matches and the capture nodes. You could also came out with a no rules where you can use PvE and PvP. But there should have been about 6 to 7 game modes. And the reason why I say so is because you have to have options. They could have option where with weapon mastery and with advanced mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Because there are some people who really didn't like the advanced mechanic. There are some people who didn't like the weapon mastery. You know,
some guys, some other YouTubers was like, yeah, you know, like some like other PvE YouTubers. I'm not saying Valkyrie or I'm just talking about some other random dudes that like I've caught. They were like, yeah, this is amazing. Look what Quantica do. We should be on wow. You know, I'm just like, are you fucking serious, man? You promoting this shit, saying advanced mechanic is a great idea? They don't even play DC anymore. They just fucking want to.
Because they don't have to put much effort in it, man. That's all it is.
Terrible idea, man. They took skill out of the game. That's what it is, man. When you don't need to be good at the game, and when anybody can just can do anything now. I mean, nobody wants to play that. They want the challenge. They want to work for their fucking spot on the top of the board, you know. And it's not anybody can do what they got set up. They turned us into Legends characters, man. You got to go by their loadout that they have. You got one or two choices.
That's what they did.
Play it.
You're subjugated to play the way they want you to play. Did you notice after update 41, everybody knows what's going to be in your loadout? They wanted you to be predictable. They want everybody to have the same move, because that's what's the complaint everybody had. You know, they want everybody to be the same. The philosophy that everybody being the same is stupid, as you guys can see. No hero's the same. Superman is Superman. Batman's Batman. What's the guy's? Green Arrow's Green Arrow. You know, Flash is Flash. Wonder Woman's Wonder Woman. Cheetah's Cheetah. You cannot make them the same. Imagine if everybody's a Superman. That would be stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what messed up the game. Trying to make everybody the same. The philosophy of everybody being equal is a dumb philosophy in DC Universe Online. No hero or villain is equal in DC Universe, in Marvel, in Naruto, in Dragon Ball Z, whatever game or story you ever read in your whole fucking life. None of them are even. Okay? None of them.
Never will be. In life, it's not even. Nothing's balanced in real life. In real life, everything, there might be World War III, in my opinion, on that. You know what I'm saying? There's so much shit going on in real life. So much shit is happening in real life. And then you guys fail to understand that, if we balance PvP, everything would be better. No, it fucking won't, because people are lazy to grind skill points. People are lazy to gear up. They just want everything handed to their hands because they're fucking lazy. You know, they want
that's really what it is, man. The new guys that came in, they didn't want to work for what we had. They didn't want to put the time in like we did. And it's what it is.
Shit, they still don't want to put the time in.
They can't come up with custom DPS loadouts because they don't know what they're doing. So here we go with advanced mechanics. Let's give you this. You know, you can't come up with a loadout. Here you go. We'll give you one for you.
You know what's funny? Hold on, let me cut you off on this one real quick. You know what makes me laugh? Those jokes aside, I have not seen Brittany or SuperPatriopt posting videos lately. So, you know,
the DCO page itself don't even be posting. So I mean,
yeah, even Trek's like too, man. That dude dick rides the life.
Do we want to go to the numbers, God, man? We can go to the numbers. When we go to the numbers on them real quick, let's go to the numbers real quick. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see how much DC Universe averages this month on views. Because let's see this past few months.
Go get crazy these motherfuckers, these numbers.
That's what we're about to do now. Because you guys know we can see the numbers. You know, we've done a lot of research. And we can actually tell you how many views and how much money DC Universe makes a month. So we're gonna. Whose YouTube should we compare it to? Let's compare it to what? Let's compare it to Let's compare it to Smile Before Death, right?
Compare it to Smile, man.
We're gonna compare DC Universe's Online's YouTube to Smile Before Death's YouTube. All right, everybody. That's what we're about to do here, because I think the best thing to do is to explain one of the main reasons why DC Universe is going down is jealousy and hate and favoritism. So we're gonna go to Smile Before Death.
Like you just did right now. You just put Mr. Burns in a ring with Mike Tyson, man. That's not even fair, right there.
That's not even fair. So we're gonna Smile Before Death, and we're gonna go to Smile Before Death, and we're gonna tell you guys what Smile Before Death averages first, okay? And we're gonna compare it to DC Universe. We're gonna do this month only. We don't have to do all the other months. We'll just do this month, all right? So let's go for the last 30 days. We're going to Smile Before Death, and let's see what Smile Before Death has here. Smile Before Death grade is a B grade on YouTube, which is great. He's ranked 22,786, which is great. He averages 1.2 million views a month, right? He earns about $4,000 a month off YouTube. And let's see what DC Universe Online does, because you know they got their biggest, the hate got their biggest YouTuber away. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to
pretty much.
Let's find DC Universe Online, and let's see how many views DC Universe Online got this month, because we know Smile got 1.2 million, and he's slacking. By the way, he said that in his last video. If you guys watch it, he said that hasn't been uploading lately. He's just chilling, so he's slacking. So on a slacking month is 1.2 million views, okay, and earns 4,000, 5,000 a month. All right, so let's go to DC Universe Online for this month right here. All right, let's click on DC Universe Online. Let's go see how many views they got this month. Let's see. DC Universe's grade is rate C, just a freaking C. That's it. Smile Before Death is a B.
C for cocks, guys.
Okay. Smile Before Death is 20,000 in the 20,000 rank. YouTube DC Universe is 172,000. Actually, I'm ranked higher than DC Universe, by the way. I'm 159,000. DC Universe averaged 123 views this month, and it only earned $400 this month, just about $400. So they got rid of their biggest YouTuber out of hate and jealousy, which averages 11 to 12 times more views than they do. They only make about 400. He makes about 4,000. So in other words, Smile Before Death himself was the pillar of DC Universe, but because of the shit meps, because of Shitney, the trash panda bear bitch, and SuperPatriopt, which is the biggest hater ever to man, right? They start attacking their bigger YouTubers out of hate and jealousy. And now, ever since Smile Before Death left the game, and other YouTubers that are pushing out of jealousy and favoritism, the game has gone into a great decline. But if they just Daybreak Games, use your brain for a second. If you have people who are part of the community or leading the community, and you have MEPs there, and they're sitting there and they're taking away your biggest form of marketing, because that's what Smile Before Death is. Your biggest marketer, right? Your biggest advertisement, and just say, you know, we don't need him. You don't need. So you who doesn't even make 1 million views, you only average 100,000 views a month, right? That's what you're averaging, right? You don't need the guy who's averaging 1.2 million on a slacking month. He usually averages 1.5 to 2 million. So imagine that a guy usually averages 2 million views a month. You don't need him because he won't lie to the community. Can you imagine that? So now you're gonna keep Super Patriot. Don't let me talk about Super Patriot's Britney stats for this month or the month before that, because this is very awful. Okay, and I don't want to talk about other people who play DC Universe, but I could talk about their stats too. But if you're going to do that to a man like that, and you're gonna do that to other YouTubers, you're gonna try to, you know, like be against them. You know, that's the biggest mistake you ever could make, is to be so narrow-minded to feel like you don't need these people. You're absolutely insane for you to feel like you don't need these people. Kick me out the party. I was kicked out the party by Meps somehow. What did I leave off, guys? What did I leave off? Did you guys hear me? So I haven't said nothing since the numbers. What was the last number I said? Oh yeah. So DC only averages 100,000 views, and this is what I mean. How does DC Universe feel like they have the audacity to say they don't need Smile Before Death? They don't need their YouTubers when you yourself can't perform. If you're losing a guy who averages about 1 million to 2 million views a month, you need that guy. You know, for you to think that, man, me and Orbit are neck to neck, and that shouldn't be right. Orbit has 33,000 subscribers. It is more than DC Universe is putting up, but at the same time, right? Yeah, they bit the hand of another promoter. That's the problem, and I was gonna get to that. So if you got rid of Orbit, you got rid of Smile, which was your #1 leading YouTuber, who's in the millions, right? And you have Orbit, who's given 200,000, maybe 300,000, right? Orbit is giving a couple 100,000 views to you, right? And then me myself, I gave a couple. I actually, believe it or not, you can actually go check my folders. I averaged about 130, 150,000 views a month. You wouldn't believe it. Till this day, I thought the guys hated me. Till this day, I'm still getting 30,000 views off DC Universe Online. You know, 40,000 just DC Universe. I'm surprised to even see that number from DC Universe. You know, so you're getting rid of your top YouTubers to satisfy people who are not active, who don't have the most hours played. That's what I like about Bytecode. When he created Wave Docs, I love it because I was able to see how many hours Super Patriot and Brittany had played in the game. Do you know all of us have more hours played than they do? All of us have more hours played than they do. And they're the community representatives. When we have people who have been a part of the community for years who have more game time than they do. That's not even fair. He could have been in this video though. He didn't have to he doesn't have to comment in the comment section. He was invited to join. He's probably gonna do that. Just everybody who's listening, he's probably gonna take the messages I sent him and Godman sent him and said they wanted me to join their podcast. We don't need you, buddy. We never did. We don't need a promotion from you. Don't you see our YouTubes are doing good? We're doing fine. We don't need you, buddy. But
Not anymore.
I don't think anybody does, man.
Yo, I gotta say this though, right? I'm gonna say this real quickly so I interrupt you. Hey, Legendary Swag, right? You're obviously subscribed, so you're obviously a fan. Okay? Of course you're a fan. You get a chance to watch so many videos of you getting smacked. I see you in the comment section.
Shout out to his TV.
You know what I'm saying? Legendary Swag, please stop talking trash. Let's get back to the subject, guys. I'm just laughing at this guy.
Oh, is he on there? Is he saying some shit on the comments right there?
Yeah, he is, but he got.
Ignoring it though.
Yo, is he recording us with his Nokia 5190 right now?
Wow. I don't even know, man. That's just crazy. But anyways, back to the subject, man. Ignore all that shit, man. It is what it is. But you know, like, even oh my God, Nimbus shows, man. That motherfucker. Yo, Nimbus, shout out to you, my dude. You was mad at the end of the day. You couldn't fucking shut me up, bro. I barely cheerlead in that damn party, if anything, bro. I'm glad Inuyasha shut your ass up and made you leave, bro. You can't handle us, bro. You can't handle us, homie. You ain't no people can't handle us.
Damn. Never get smacked about Orbit.
Out of my car, I'm just keep like my hands. I'm a black. I'm that kind of bitch. I am that kind of a fucking bitch. I will go at you. Really? You know how the girls in the hood be like, I will fuck you up. I will come over there and fuck you up, boy. Don't fuck with me.
Yo, Matt, he's really clapping his hands, though.
Okay, but really though, like my thing is, you should chill with fucking Ninja Jill. That's what I'm saying. She would teach you to promote it. Let me just
broke back mountain right there.
They was lovers, bro. In
the fucking DC Universe history. And you know what, Orphan, shout out to you. Props to you, Mike. Boy, you know, props to you, man. You guys are the best. You know what I mean? Number one. You know what I mean? That dude's incomplete. There's something about representing for America while they're going representing for fucking, you know, English. I was like, what the fuck? This guy's representing art, you know, art turns our country. Like, it's joke, you know? And like, he's talking all that shit and got his ass would be bad. I don't even think he got a kill. That's how bad the guy is. And
he didn't get a kill.
He didn't get a kill.
There's a difference. That nigga got slaughtered.
Basically, and you know what? He went to Warframe, and he's still playing Warframe to this day.
On old PvP, let's make that very clear. It's not new PvP you got slaughtered in, man. You got slaughtered in old PvP, son. Old PvP.
Yeah, stay the fucking Warframe, bro. Because DC is dead. Like, it's too late for you to come back anyways. Like, stay the fuck where you at, man. And talk shit over there with your homies, because that's all you good for. Whack ass nigga, busted, chaps his ass lip. That's why no girl kiss your damn fucking.
Oh, that shit is so funny. And just because he's SuperPatriot's friend.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, it's like, that's what I'm saying. SuperPatriot surrounded himself with fucking idiots, and now he's, it's like, and another thing that kills me is, Brittany doesn't want us to know that she's in CRT. She said that in a comment I had in my recent video. So, if you don't want us to know, then that's a problem.
Exactly.
How can you speak for us? We don't know you're speaking for us. What the fuck? No. Everybody that's on that council needs to be put out there. If you're on there and you're speaking for us, we need to know who you are and what you're about. Your skill level in the game. I mean, I really, like I said earlier, man, get rid of the current roundtable. Y'all need to go. I'm sick of hearing no favoritism. We know there's favoritism. You got a developer in your league. Okay, you get transported and put over here and whatever the fuck else. You're getting favoritism. They're paying more attention to you than they are to their own game. And no, you guys need to go and we need to vote in the people that we know what the fuck they're talking about and get some shit done. That's what it is. We need to start making some progress in this game, or else, sorry to say, man, it's done. It is a wrap. I don't see it going another year in the current state that it's in. I really don't. Unless it's gonna just be full of little 12-year-olds. That's what it's gonna be.
That's all it's gonna be. You know what? Like I said, I'm not with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not with it. A lot of people's quitting. You know, some people are gonna sit there and be like, oh, I'm still gonna play DC because of the thing. No, guys, you gotta stop paying for the game and tell them that you want PvP. If not, let the game.
Just remember,
die.
It's free to play, man. It's free to play.
It's free to play.
Remember that.
You gotta put down the crack. You have to put down the crack. Honestly, that game's crack. Put it down. If you could quit smoking cigarettes, you could definitely quit fucking DC. Come on, man. Put that shit down. Don't need it. don't meet this game. It's bad form.
Like, I'm on an EU server right now, and it's not looking very good over here, man. I'm out here cruising around right now. I'm looking at LFG. I'm on the PvE side of it, and it is not looking good right now over here.
But we gotta put it down, guys. You know, a lot of big YouTubers have stopped performing in this game. I'm not really promoting this game besides the podcast. I even stated somewhere in the videos. I will quit playing this DC. Like, I officially quit. Some people think I'm playing the game still. I'm not. You don't like my videos? Thank you for watching. Get the fuck out. You know, simple as that. So my thing is, you know, I would still be doing a podcast and talk about DC and other games too. You know, let's try to, you know.
Yes, Trick. They put it down.
Yeah.
Love, I had to say something.
You know,
I'm over here live right now, and I'm telling you, man, I've been watching LFG on the PvE side on the EU server, and it hasn't moved in 4 or 5 minutes, and I haven't seen one single person talk in their PvP chat over there, not one. And I already know how it goes. I mean, we're all from the US server, so we know what the current state of the US server is over there.
The game is dead. The game is dead. The game is dead. SuperPatriopt tried to lie. When I put out the numbers, he tried to lie.
There was 2 million people playing that game.
2 million? Yo, that's Call of Duty numbers right there,
man. I haven't been on for 3 months. I could barely get into a raid. Like, seriously?
Come on, man. The game's broken.
They want us to pay episodes and shit. And they buy replays and shit, like community's dying. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm not wasting my money on that shitty ass game anymore, bro. I'm playing a Final Fantasy. I'm giving a shout out to my subscribers. I'm gonna be doing Final Fantasy content. And I'll try to release more Call of Duty and Final Fantasy and Star Wars content at the same time. So give me time on that, you know what I mean? Give me some time for that one. But my thing is, you know, it's bullshit, yo. And we all here sitting here trying to do live podcasts for you guys, let y'all know. So wake the fuck up. Smell the coffee. Okay, literally, smell the coffee. The coffee smells really damn good. Alright? No doubt. And get the fuck out of your couch and walk the fuck outside. You bored? Go do something productive. Stop being a fucking sore loser and sit in the probably 5 horror channel fucking game talking about, I'm gonna fuck everybody up. My power is great. My power is atomic. Shut your fucking lazy ass up and get the fuck out the damn house.
It's like I said before, man. They really say that, you know, the money's in the PvE right now, but they don't realize, man. And yo, Melvin, correct me if I'm wrong, but did not all of the top PvP players back then, which was a pretty decent sized community, didn't they all PvE to get skill points, which mattered?
Well, I showed in my video that more than half the community plays PvP. You know, I showed in my video more than half the community plays PvP. It's just that, you know, the people who are running the community, the supposedly representatives of the community, right? They're not good at PvP. So one thing they will not care about is PvP. They don't want PvP. They want all the views to go to them. They want all the publicity to go to them, because only way that you can get some type of recognition now is utilizing PvE content, and only people who get the PvE content is the favoritism crew. You know what I'm saying? PvP.
SuperPatriopt made the point though that, you know, the only one-sided is PvE. It's a one-sided thing, you know. There's no PvP players. It's all PvE. But back in the day when the skill points mattered, everybody that PvP did PvE. So they were buying replays because they needed to get the feats and they need to do this and that to get skill points. And skill points matter in PvP. All the top PvP players used to chase feats, which you need to do PvE in order to get.
They're very much aware of that. Like, they're very much aware of that.
It's terrible.
What they did to the game.
The information they're putting out is terrible.
They're aware of everything. They're aware of everything. You know what? They're probably having plan B of getting another job. I would, if I was a developer. Like, if I'm working for the company and this game, I'll be like, oh, plan B, guys.
They made a couple of bad choices, man. They fired the guy that actually cared about the game. And tried to make
they did fire the guy who cared about the game.
They listen to people that are not skilled at the game and really don't play it.
Who fired him? Spittle did, right?
No, Meps. That's not Meps. Not Meps. It's Spittle. Somebody in Daybreak Games. By the way, I'm saying the wrong thing. Somebody in Daybreak Games. A lot of GMs. That's why they say they're short-handed. Do you know why they're short-handed? They fire anybody who helped anybody they didn't like. You know what I'm saying? If you were a customer calling in and you had a problem, there were employees who would help you. Nowadays, they have this thing by the way, they changed the policy to ban people and change the policy not to help you. They say if your thing is closed now, like say if your subject is resolved, whatever, you can't call back, you can't write a message back. They're like, they don't want to hear it. And see, back in the day, they had so many employees that, you know, if the person didn't like you, they would say, hey, this is harassment, and they would fix your account. They would fix the bug in your account. And if you notice that all those GMs that used to play the game, that used to come to the Watchtower, you don't see them anymore. They were fired for helping players, for taking bugs that Super Patriot would recommend or Brittany would recommend to have on your tune. They were fired for that. I don't want to keep on saying his name, but just a monk. I'm gonna say he's Monk. You know what I'm saying? And you guys know what I'm talking about. He was fired for helping a customer whose character was bugged, because the character that happened to me before too. But Monk was fired because he was helping a customer whose character was bugged.
I put a ticket in for a character of mine that's bugged. Basically what it is it's not currently in a league. You can't talk in league chat. It says you're not in the league, but when I go to join a league or get an invite, it says I'm in a league already. Yep. So I can't create a league. I can't join a league on the tune. I put a ticket in with Daybreak, and I got the same thing. You're not in the league, we can't help you. You're not in the league, we can't help you. Even though I said, well, that's the problem.
Hey, hold on.
And they gave me the runaround, and then at the end of it, they just closed it.
I'm fucking glad you brought that up, because now you just made me remember what I was supposed to say. I forgot about it. Okay, now that you brought that up, when Super Patriot got hacked by Glove Boy, what happened? Immediately he got all his shit back. But what happened to other players? Sorry, we can't do anything about it. Who the fuck has the right to give Super Patriot that kind of right there automatically shows favoritism?
Oh, well, we don't get any.
That's it right there.
We don't get any favoritism.
That's it right there.
We don't get any special treatment.
Brady exposed that shit a long time ago.
I don't know, man. It is what it is nowadays. We all know what it is.
Who is he? Super Patriot's just a dude who eats bag of Dorito chips all day in his living room, crying like a fucking.
Can't even do a sit up. Can't even do a sit up.
He can't even do a sit up. Like, hey, on me. Grow some balls, dude. Honestly, you have a daughter to take care of, man. Show your daughter you can be a father. You know what I mean? Show your daughter you a fucking man. Man. Stop sitting there in the computer all day. You know what I mean? Like, come the fuck up, man. Be a real man about what you do, bro. Stop fucking sitting there. My daughter will make fun of me. She sees me sitting at home in the computer all day arguing people on fucking YouTube. The fuck? My daughter look at me like, this is my father's dog all day. I'll be embarrassed, yo. Fuck, I'd rather take my daughter out to movies and shit, man. Like, yo, honey, you want to go to movies? Yeah, Dad. All right, let's go. Pack your bags, get in the car, we're cruising, you know what I mean? Fuck everybody on YouTube, man. I'm not saying you guys must subscribe to the views, but I'm talking about, like, people want to just argue, because at the end of the day, there's always a two-way street. There's always going to be people stating their fucking opinion. There's always going to be people, saying whatever the fuck they want to say, because it's people. We're humans.
Well, there's a lot of people doing it right now, and I'm not gonna attack the guy personally. I think you got that covered, but fucking, I mean, a lot of shit that he's saying isn't true, and I mean, a lot of people. You can't say something is what it is when you have so many people right now making videos, and they've all pretty much got the same storyline to them.
It's wrong to ban anybody for that too.
This is what shouldn't have happened, and I mean, it goes on and on and on. How many people are yelling this and nobody's listening? But then you got this little table of people that are saying everything's fine. No, like, you have thousands of people yelling at you that it's not fine. You should stop listening to these little, select few people that you have here and start listening to the community.
Cool.
Like, fuck. You like that? You saw what I did right there,
right? I like that. I like that.
All right, at least you caught that. I mean, I'm happy. I'm gonna stop talking right now.
Yeah, shut your ass up. Anyway, so my thing is, like, my thing is, they take breaks at daytime and they just break games when they work, bro. They break, That's all they fucking do, man. They fucking joke. Like, when I look at the logo of Daybreak, it reminds me of Illuminati. They're trying to control you motherfuckers to pay for the game. That's the best way to put it, right, guys? But,
great way to put it.
It's just, you guys gotta, the people that are watching this and that will watch this ahead on time, you gotta stop playing this game, man. You gotta stop saying, oh, fuck this game, but you're still sitting there playing the game, giving them money, changing powers because it's fun. It's fun to change powers. No, it's not. There's no fun in that. You know what's fun? Buying a new game. That's what's fun. Playing a whole new game from a different company, from a different engine, from a different fucking, game itself. That's what's fun. Change your shit up, man. Or not go outside and do something else productive. You know what I mean? Don't sit there all day and just be like in Hall of Doom, fucking looking like Whoopi Goldberg.
Okay, nigga said Whoopi Goldberg. I'm done.
I'm just gonna sit there and change my powers. OP. It's OP. Are you serious, man? So that's all they ever talk about, man. That's all they ever talk about. But,
Oh, don't forget about GG No Re, man.
No, GG
don't
No Re.
Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that, man.
I wonder where they got that from.
GG No Re. GG
Exactly.
No Re, guys.
I was just about to say that.
I wonder where they got that from. You know what I like. I'm going to say in my probably one of the last few things I say is this, right? maybe DC Universe he needed this awakening, this rude awakening. Like, they need their community. They need the players, whether their favoritism crew likes them or not. Because, you know, you don't know the potential of that person. I'm just saying, Small Before Death is just an example. We're not going to use me, even though I went from having no subscribers to having thousands of subscribers. I went to having not getting that many views to having hundreds and thousands of views.
I remember when you restarted your channel, you had 100 subs, and it just went up from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, you know,
building blocks, man.
DC Universe is going to learn a lesson in the development team. And what's going to happen is that, this is what I want to say. I want to give this final warning to Daybreak Game, and if these guys don't watch this episode, that's up to you. I have 3 friends that have major YouTubes that play some Daybreak games. One plays H1Z1, another one plays PlanetSide. I'm going to tell you this right now, Daybreak. If you don't fix DC Universe, I'll be sure to make these 2 people, one has 50,000 subscribers, the other one has about 60-something thousand subscribers. They play these games, right? I'm going to tell those 2 people not to play your games. And that H1Z1 that should begin to advertise, because he's like your biggest H1Z1 advertiser. Honestly, he is your biggest one. And all I have to do, because you see what happened in this game, we're just gonna explain to them how your company is. So I'm gonna use this and all these videos that everyone has made in the community, and I saved them all, by the way, just in case they take them off. You guys know me. And I'm gonna tell these other YouTubers not to promote your game. And you probably do know who I'm talking about. I won't say their name in the video. But definitely they will stop promoting your games. I'm just giving that warning to Daybreak Games that I'm going to have these other 2 games that you're depending on, because you don't have enough money like Sony does to take care of DC Universe. And you're using the money probably from H1Z1 and from PlanetSide. So what I'm going to do is make sure those 2 top YouTubers don't promote your game no more. And that's coming this week. And if you don't believe me, you'll see. After it happens, when I'm sure that they're not doing it, I'll say their names. But for now, I won't say their names until I make sure that they stopped. So definitely those guys who are promoting H1Z1 and PlanetSide, they're going to stop promoting your game because of this situation here.
I think this is just my personal opinion, but I think, you know, with a lot of them not listening to us and banning people in the forums and whatnot, I think they already know they fucked up, and they fucked up in a big way. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that they might just, I think they're a little embarrassed that they fucked up so bad. So anybody that touches, you know what I mean?
It's not embarrassed. It's not embarrassed.
The subject now is kind of like, well, we'll just mute you or ban you or whatever, because, you know, they just have that over their head right now. They feel ashamed. So that's just my opinion. But
you remember my video I made calling them Hyundai driving bums? You remember that?
I remember that.
You know, that's what it is. I think that's part of it. But people were making videos like that. But I mean, Small Before Death also. You have to understand. Small Before Death prophesied it. I prophesied it. Obsidian Chill Kozus prophesied it since 2011 because he came in comments and said that. So I want to give him his respect for saying that. People have been giving him the warnings here and there. But they want to listen to MEPS and listen to SuperPatriopt and Brittany, which don't play with the community, have no idea. My thing is this, right? And I say it all the time because it's just the truth. SuperPatriopt, you don't own anything of value. Brittany, you don't own anything of value but your fucking dildo, you fucking hoe. You know, you guys, you know, you guys don't know how it is to run a business. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you guys know how to do is run to McDonald's, Burger King, or Dunkin' Donuts. You guys don't know what it is to have anything good or nice. Only thing that these 2 people have good or nice in their house is the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 3, whatever they play on, right? And their fucking TV. And a computer, maybe a computer, old computer. That's the nicest things that these people own. I can just tell. Because they're on it all the time. You know what I'm saying? If you got a nice car, you could be in that BMW 745 Li in the street sometimes. You're not going to be in a car in the house all the time. So the truth of the matter is, all SuperPatriopt owns, especially answering comments on YouTube at 3 o'clock in the morning, you sick, demented prick.
3 o'clock in the morning. God damn, son.
You know, sick, demented ass. You know?
Somebody
that nigga be on your channel all day.
At 3 o'clock in the morning, man.
I know he's going to say something.
You know? So,
Yo, I'm telling you, man, my daughter would be embarrassed to see me on fucking computer at 3 o'clock in the morning. Dad, why are you up late at night? They're all fucking coming at me on YouTube. They're trolling me. Hold on, guys. Hold on. They're all coming at me. I must stop them. I'm SuperPatriopt. These colors don't fly. Fuck you, American hero. Yeah, you know, like, come the fuck on, dude. Like, seriously, just get up, go to sleep, drink some coffee or tea. I mean, not coffee, because they'll keep you up even more. Drink some tea. Relax, you know, life is short, man. You got some friends, you know, around the neighborhood, you know, drink some beer, man. Just get the fuck out the house, bro. Honestly, take your daughter out more, man. Stop worrying about what's going on, man. You can't always protect the developers, you know there's something wrong with the game.
Stop trying to be a one-sided ass dude. Stop trying to tell these lies to these people and get the fuck out. You know what I mean? Move out the fucking way. You know what I mean? Because you're not doing a good job, and so is Brittany.
But I say he can't let go, man.
On the CRT table.
He can't let go, man. That's all it is. He can't let go.
Because this is his life, actually. It's his life. No, DCO is his life. He's a great example of what these kids are in 5v5s and hard art chats. It's their life, you know. It's just 5v5s is dead, man. I mean, you got great leagues like fucking, you know what I mean. All the great fucking PvP leagues are done, man. They're done.
What about
the game is done, man? It's done, bro. Hard art,
yeah, the game
must
not
done. Even go with the fucking. If you want to talk to a tranny, I mean, by all means, go to hard art chat. You want to talk to, you know, I'm not gonna say any names, but if you, yo, that's on you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. A lot of the good PvP leagues, you know, they're not logging right now.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna.
Shit, nobody's logging in.
Nobody's logging. I've been looking at this LFG on the EU server, and like I said, it's now still not moved. The whole time we were talking, it hasn't moved, and I'm talking about I'm on PvE side, so it hasn't moved.
No, Junior, I don't play DC anymore. I haven't played over a month, bro. Trust me. This is just a podcast. But
oh, don't worry, guys. I'll be joining that band soon enough, man. My legendary runs out. My legendary runs out in January, so I mean, shit.
No, he's telling the truth. He already got a new game and everything.
Yeah. So listen, like I said, I think we should wrap it up here from there.
Definitely wrap it up.
On this episode. Definitely, we should wrap it up. You know, like I said, Obsidian, please try to come to the next live podcast. We would love to hear your side. Titanium Shark, man, you keep missing the invitation, bro. You say you're gonna come, you ain't coming, man. What the fuck? Stressing me over here. GOH Gamer, try to come, man. I know you're a busy guy. There's different time zone, whatever, man. I appreciate you trying to come for another, you know, extra episode. Another episode, I would say. You know, I mean, we try to get at least more than 4 people in here. You know what I mean? We're trying to make it as interesting as we can. So, you know, from at this point, that's all I gotta say. Anybody that's got last words? The last words? You know.
I mean, I put the points that I wanted to say across as far as, you know, game-related problems and opinions and shit. So I think I'm good on that.
I have one last point. That's one last point. Is that once again, I know you guys are just sitting here talking about Patriot. Patriot has been invited to join the podcast whenever he wants to join. He had an invitation today.
Yep.
He will have an invitation tomorrow, next episode. He'll have an invitation every episode to join. And even if you know, I just really want, I don't know about Brittany, but for sure, SuperPatriopt has an open door to join whenever he wants.
Speak the truth.
You know?
Speak the damn truth for the community. Reveal yourself. Forgive yourself. We will hear your prayers. We are the priests for you. Okay? You come to the church and you come. You understand me? You come to us. Alright, I'm God-man for a reason. I will hear your prayers. I will forgive you.
I can see why a lot of them don't want to like speak. I mean, I do believe that he really knows that there's problems, and I don't believe 100% that he's happy with the state of the game. I'll give him that. I will, because you know he's been playing for a long time. But look what happened to Orbit just for a retweet. Do you think that they really want to come and state what they actually think about the game and lose all the perks that they got? I don't think it's ever gonna happen, to be honest.
You know, but then again, SuperPatriopt just want to kiss ass. He doesn't even admit it in one of his videos. I want to still talk to developers. I still want to do this. I still want to do blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
With what he said in previous videos about, you know, I didn't agree with this, I wanted it this way, and so on and so forth. Being that you have that direct line, and being that you have, you know, a spot at the round table, I mean, and the game's still going in a downward spiral, is it really worth having all of those perks if things aren't really getting handled? Or is it time to maybe voice it how you really want to voice it, and address these issues how you really want to, instead of trying to sugarcoat everything and you know, make it so that Meps is happy with how you're saying it? I mean, it's time to just give it to him plain, and they don't like that, and I mean, that's what it is. That's what it needs to be. You know, they don't like it too bad.
That's it. This was a good show. This was a real good show, and I thank you all for coming. I thank you all for participating and with your comments in the comment section.
Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for watching. You know, Appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna, you know, I don't know when the next episode is gonna be exactly, but we'll keep up to date with that. Don't worry about it. It'll be soon as possible. But I will be reposting this video, so and like kind of editing a little bit. Don't worry about it. It will be reposted, so people will not miss this episode. So, and you know, I'll try to make it where they can see the comments as well. But other than that, guys, thank you for watching. It's time for me to wrap it up. Like I said, enjoy commenting on one of our videos because I don't know what else.
Oh, you know, SuperPatriopt's gonna be the first one.
I'm not gonna be watching this whole thing. You know, he's a no-lifer. You know.
How many people you got watching right now? Anyway, we got like 6.
It's going up. It was 12, 15 before, and it's going down and up and down. Anyways, like I said, thank you for watching. We'll be doing the next episode sometime soon. We'll try to get more people involved. That's it, guys, right? We're done.
Yeah, we're done. You guys take care. Turn off my stream.
Alright.
Thank you for watching.
Good night, everybody. Good night.